Now, my next guest back on our screens tonight as D.I. Neville Parker in the much-loved Death in Paradise. He's in Florida, enjoying the sunshine, I hope. And honestly, this show, Ralph, is going to give us all some much-needed escapism and sunniness as well.
Oh, well, good. I mean, that's what we're there for, especially this year, more than any other time, I guess. I mean, it's as more needed than ever before, I suppose, right now, in the cold and depressing the cold and depressing time of year, coupled with lockdown. So yeah, hopefully it's what people need and what people want.
Exactly. And you managed to work round COVID, didn't you? You managed to be able to get everything done.
Yeah, which was, I mean, I still sort of can't believe it, really. I think, you know, it was because we took we had a load of COVID protocols that we had to follow. I mean, just even getting people out there, getting the cast and crew out there, and then guest cast had to keep on coming out for every new episode. So yeah, there was, you know, we were very diligent about wearing masks, very diligent about washing our hands and using hand sanitizer. We had a COVID supervisor specifically there the whole time to oversee everything and make sure we were keeping our distance on set and everything. So it was a bit strange at first. First couple of weeks were a bit odd, but it became the new normal because people are resilient, and the cast and crew did a great job. And yeah, I can't believe that we got it done in time, especially because we started 2 months later than we would normally. So, and yet here we are still managing to broadcast at the same time of year. So fingers crossed people enjoy it.
Exactly. I know it was an incredibly quick turnaround for all of you to get it on screen for us tonight, which is terrific. It really is. Now, look, in Florida, obviously we've been seeing what's been happening in the United States. You're far away from that, thank goodness. Is Florida home now? Is that where you're based?
No, this is where my other half lives. Well, grew up. I'm staying with my like a sort of a like an 18 or like a 17-year-old. I'm staying with my girlfriend's parents because yeah, when I finished in Guadeloupe in the Caribbean, there was a real debate between me and my other half about whether I was going to go back to London to do all the, you know, the press for the show. Like I wanted to be in studio with you and you know, be face to face, because I much prefer to chat to people, and I think there's better chemistry when you're in a studio. But ultimately, she put her foot down and she said, "No, I've not seen you for ages. You're coming to Florida." And pretty much as I was on the way to the plane, I got the news that London was going into tier 4, and then subsequently the whole country's gone into lockdown. And I'm like, I've had to have my tail between my legs and be like, "Yeah, you were right, sweetheart. Well done."
Yeah, I think she was. Yeah. Now, obviously, her being an American, and you were saying that she obviously wants to see all of the work that you've done, and she watched the Royle Family, but she had to watch it. She had to put the subtitles on just to get her ear tuned in.
Yeah, she did. So by about episode 2, she realised that there was a good sort of 40% of stuff, particularly that Ricky was saying, you know, how do you explain the cultural references and the thick Scouse accent to Americans who've never heard anything like it before. So bless her, yeah, she did have to, she plowed through with subtitles, but she got it in the end, and yeah, she loved it.
Oh, it's great. I'm really glad you found someone and you're happy. It's terrific, and obviously got that really, really nice job to do. And as you said, you know when a show is doing incredibly well, not just because so many people are watching, but so many people want to be on it. You know, you get all of these fantastic people coming over wanting to do cameos. Why wouldn't they? And I'm told that Ben Miller is sort of coming back, kind of. I know you can't tell me too much.
I mean, you know, we've been very lucky. The show has always had great guests. And I suppose being able to say to these absolute giants of British TV and theatre and film, hey, would you like to be in our show? Also, P.S., it's in the Caribbean. Please come over for a few weeks. It helps. It helps. But yeah, this year we've got great guest cast. Patrick Robinson, Jason Manford, Kelvin Fletcher, amongst many others. But yes, we wanted to really treat the fans. It's the 10th year of Death in Paradise, and we wanted to make sure that we rewarded this incredible loyalty. So there's a few treats in there. Josephine Chaubert's back, who's a fan favourite, as DS Cassell, and Sarah Martin's returns from the very first detective pairing, as you say, also does Ben Miller, which is very impressive because his character's dead.
Yes, I know. That's why I was wondering how he's sort of, maybe it's, I know you can't tell me but it could be a ghost, could be flashbacks. Who knows? We'll find out. We'll have to watch, won't we?
He's in my pocket. That's what happens.
You just bring him out when you need to be solved.
What do you think of this evidence?
No, but it was. I mean, it is such a lovely show to do, and it's such a lovely show to watch. And it is one of these shows that I guess, okay, you're saying 10 years. We could be sitting here in 10 years' time and still saying, "Isn't this a great show?" You know, there's so many stories to be told.
Well, hopefully. I mean, they work. It takes a lot of hard work to make this show look as sort of effortless as it does. You know, it's a very easy show to watch, and which is one of the reasons for its success. But it's, you know, there's a lot of effort goes into that, into making it that accessible. And every week there's a new puzzle. There's a satisfying conclusion. There's the puzzles the mysteries are as mysterious, and the character interplay still works, and hopefully that people are falling in love with the characters in the same way as they always have. So, you know, they know what their formula is, and they work really hard to make it work. So yeah, I mean, fingers crossed it's got ongoing continued success.
No, exactly, and hopefully your mum will be all right with it because she's a massive fan. And she's I remember the last time you were on, and you said, "My mum says I've not to spoil this show."
I know. Well, you know when I said that's exactly right. My mum actually was like, "Don't ruin it, whatever you do." And then this year, my mum's story for you is that, you remember when I said I wasn't sure whether to go back to London because I wanted to be sort of in studio talking to you, which obviously I wouldn't be able to be now anyway.
Sure.
One of the deciding factors was I was thinking I should go home and see my mum.
Yeah.
Because I haven't seen her for ages. And I rang her and said, "Listen, I'm not sure whether to go to America or come back, and, you know, I haven't seen you for ages." And she went, "No, I'm in an at-risk category. Don't come back here. I don't want to see you. Go to the US." I was like, "Okay,
I love you,
thanks,
Mum. Thank you, Ralph. Great to talk to you. Thank you so much. Thank you. Don't forget, you can watch full episodes of Lorraine on the ITV Hub, and all the best clips, compilations and playlists right here on our channel. Just subscribe now and you'll never miss an upload. Click here to watch another video similar to this one, or click here to head to our channel's homepage to explore all of our exciting videos.